Sir, it's an absolute privilege to have you in the podcast. Thank you so much for accepting my invite. Despite your busy schedule, you joined our podcast. We are very grateful for that. Welcome to Undefined. Sir, you are a founder, you're a director, and you're also a partner in Self-Service Products and IT Consulting India company. You have more than 40 plus years of experience. You worked in various fields of information technology. You are a writer. You all are also a public speaker. You have been appointed as a panel judge, and you have vast experience in the field. Sir, with such accomplished and extraordinary achievements and such an impactful career, it would be appropriate to know about you from your own words. So please tell us a few details about you and your company, sir.
Okay, so first of all, a very, very good afternoon to you and all the viewers who are watching this podcast. It's my pleasure, honor, and privilege to be in your podcast. Thank you for having me. That's my starting point. Okay, so I will start from my academic journey.
Yes, sir.
Now, before I start with my academic journey, I wanted to tell you that everybody's destiny script has been written.
Okay.
So whether we believe it or not, that's a different thing.
Yes.
But I personally believe the script is already written by Divine Almighty.
Yes.
We have to just take it forward. So first of all, I will tell you a bit of a legacy of my family.
Sure.
Okay, so that will help you to understand whether I am being able to be a part of that legacy.
Please.
So my grandfather from my father's side was the first Hindu and the first professor of St. Xavier's Bombay in British time.
Wow.
Okay, my grandmother was a master's in classical music and she was a profound singer at that time.
Okay.
Okay, on my mother's side, my grandfather was a doctor in the British rule, and my grandmother was a housewife.
Okay.
My father was a CEO of a textile mill.
Okay.
And my mother was also a housewife. So this is a bit of my family legacy. As far as I am concerned, I was always an average student, not a topper. Let me be honest.
Yes.
And I had a very restless mind, institution mind, I used to break up twice and fix it back.
Okay.
My childhood days.
Okay.
And my journey in my childhood was inspired by a lot of comics and storybooks. I was very fond of that.
Okay.
I used to read a lot.
Okay.
So I completed my graduation. And then I was picked up as a trainee with Bennett Coleman, which is Times of India. So I started my journey in media. Okay, and then I did a lot of stints in some of the leading publications like Dalal Street, Swadat, Media Transasia, XYZ. Then I managed to meet one of the founder of the IT company, who was a very great personality from IBM. He was called a doctor of IBM. And he said, Mr. Lalla, I don't think you are supposed to be in media. You come and be a part of technology. So that is how my technology journey started. So first 2 years, there was a hands-on training in the IT company. I started my journey with IBM 1401 mainframe, a very large machine. I don't know whether you have seen that machine. It has to have a large pulls down.
I am aware of that. Yes.
Okay, so from there I went to supercomputers, minis, servers, then Novell Netware, and all that blah blah blah. Then the first large assignment they gave it to me was to be a national head of a system called desktop publishing. This was within 6 months of my duration with that IT company. And I was supposed to build a new market because that time Macintosh was a leader in DTP. So my role was to bring IBM's local systems there, which I succeeded. We sold to a lot of leading publications, and then I was told to handle the consulting business in that company.
Okay.
So, large clients of mine like Arthur Anderson, Anderson Consulting, McKinsey, PwC, Boston Consulting. So these are some of the large customer I used to handle.
Okay.
Then I did that stunt for about 4 years in that company, and then the company also gave me one national account to handle, which was Siemens. So I was a national head of Siemens in my company. I used to handle their overall IT from plants, offices, all across India. Then after a couple of years, they said that, you have to move to the innovation team of CMS. And that's where we launched our own ATMs and kiosks. We were the pioneers. We were the pioneers. So that is how my self-service journey began. Managed to sell more than 20,000 kiosks that time.
Wow. Wow.
We were very leaders in that space. So I was in this company for almost about 26 years.
Okay. Sir,
And then I thought, let me move and do something of my own,
okay.
because it has become very routine. Same company, same people, same clients. So I thought, let me do something else. The company doesn't want it to leave me, but I said, sir, it's 26 years and I want to move out. And then I started this self-service products and IT consulting.
Okay. So,
Okay, this I started about 14 years back.
okay.
So we had a very large customers with us like Visa, then Ambrose, then Citlasia. These are all global companies.
Yes, yes.
Okay, they were all my customers. Then one of a large customer who also came to us was Sai Group of companies Pune,
Okay.
where they wanted to set up the manufacturing plant for export of ATMs and kiosks.
Okay.
So when COVID started, there were no business. There were no movements outside. We were confined to our rooms, our offices. And that's where I started writing.
Okay.
So
Sir,
my technology thoughts were put onto the articles, and a lot of them got published. I'm also instrumental in co-authoring 450 books in India.
you are. Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's where my blogging also started. So I started to blog on lot of events I see across,
Okay.
and my blogging habit started.
Okay.
And while my blogging started, there used to be a lot of online seminars
Yes.
in that time in COVID. And they said, why don't you come as a speaker? And that's how I came as a speaker.
Fantastic, sir. Yes.
Okay, so after COVID, when people heard me out, they said, why don't you become a panel judge in our event? And
Yes.
that's how the panel judge happened.
Okay.
Okay, so now after that, I thought of, been in the industry for such a long time.
True.
Why don't I start giving back to the society?
Wow.
So that is how I started mentoring startups. Okay, today I am mentoring a lot of startups as advisory and as their mentorship.
Wow.
The problem with Indian startups, which I personally feel they are very good from a technology perspective,
Yes.
from the product perspective, but they don't know how to grow their business.
Okay.
And that's where I come.
Okay.
And I help them to show them a roadmap of next 3 to 5 years.
Okay.
So this is a brief about.
Okay. That was amazing, sir. Actually, a lot of details from your profiles, especially from your LinkedIn. One of the fantastic article I've read about artificial intelligence. It's the topic was artificial innovation, where you said that artificial intelligence is not a tool, but it's beyond that. It can address the global issues and also can support us in healthcare. Sir, my question to you is, what do you think about the future of AI and how can India cope up with that?
Very good question. I'm very happy to answer that. So let me start with the basic of AI. India doesn't have a AI. See, I'm very honest to tell you, from a technology, hardware, and software perspective,
Yes.
India, some of the startup companies have been making some Gen AI applications,
Okay.
which are wrapped around a lot of LLMs across the world, because we don't have foundation.
Yes.
Still today, we don't have a large foundations for this. Now, why we don't have large foundation? Because there are a lot of factors: investment, high network connectivity, strong data centers, infrastructure. So India is building up that. Now AI has moved to AGI. You know what is AGI? AI has moved to AGI. AGI is artificial general intelligence now.
Okay.
So there is a lot of intelligence coming which can work like a human brains. So that is one part. The second part is Gen AI and agentic AI are correlating and working together. That is the second step I see. Now, of course, we are back in this technology, but today, with the new government, 10,400 crores have been sanctioned for AI initiative for startups and companies in India, which is a very good move. Okay, I believe 17,000 GPUs are already being deployed, which is again a second good move. Now, as far as AI is concerned, future is AI, there's no doubt about it. But how we are able to utilize AI in our favor is very important. Because every technology I have worked has got pros also and cons also. So AI also have a lot of cyber crimes behind that. So you have a fake videos, AI cloning of the voice, deep fake videos. Now these are the dark side of AI. So we cover that and we move ahead. I think India has got a potential to become an AI leader in next couple of years because our software pool is very large. That is number one. Second is our Z generation is the largest in the world. Now they are the people who will rule in the coming years, and India has got that potential. Okay, I just read one news this morning. I don't know, it has come just in today's newspaper. Trump has announced that he's planning something big with India. Now, what it defines? It defines India has got an emerging power.
Okay.
And India, I think in the coming years, will be second or first in the global economy. That is sure.
I did hear
So
the news today morning, sir. Yes, it was announced by the Honorable President of United States that there is something big that they are going to tie up with India, and I have read it in the news. However, sir, for a recent article, I was listening to one of the interview from ex-CEO of Google, Mr. Eric Schmidt, who he was mentioning that artificial intelligence is the most powerful, recursive, self-improvement technology where it can learn from itself and it has an ability to create its own model. By this way,
yeah,
what happens is it is more like a threat. It can even create deadly computer viruses, and always we should be in control of the artificial intelligence system, and we should know when to unplug the system in case of
why
emergency.
India is backwards in AI? Also, one more point is India doesn't have a data. Data
Okay.
is oil. You understand
Yes,
this?
yes, yes.
Today, oil is data.
True, sir.
And Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, they are all US based. And they have a lot of data from us.
True.
Facebook. So India has to build their data pool.
Okay.
That is what I suggest.
Sure.
Instead of, then the large LLM's foundation can be formed.
Okay.
What is AI? AI is nothing but an intelligent module where you put your query, the engine refined it and send you back, right? That is AI. So if we have a strong data, then we'll be able to succeed much more. That is what my thought process is.
That is
Yes, sir.
amazing, sir. That is really a great thing. Sir, I was asking about the cyber crime and digital safety. So, what is your perspective that what is the perspective about the future of these, sir? The advancement of
I
technology
tell you what.
and the cyber crimes? Yes.
I tell you what. See, if I look, I'm talking from the India perspective. I'm not
Yes.
talking from the global perspective.
Okay, sir.
A cyber crime market in India is 20,000 crore.
Whoa.
That much frauds have happened in last couple of years.
Yes.
Now, problem is that Indian people they made two mistakes for cybercrime. One is the need and one is the greed. Need is that boss, something is coming free. Yes, I want it. And greed is more investments, more this thing. So that's where people prey on cyber crimes. Now, cyber crimes hackers are more intelligent than you and me. Okay, now problem is that they attack 60 plus people. If you see the ratio, because what happens in 60 plus people, their balance of mind, presence of mind goes down. And erroneously or innocently they do. And that's where the money get hacked. You also have to place a cyber crime complaint in 1930, which is a national portal, and then just follow up the things will be in place. That is one. Now, what I have been doing research is that people, the hackers, they are hacking two things. One is a Zoom call, which we are on, and one is a WhatsApp.
Yes.
Zoom call is more secure because we are seeing each other and talking. So if he comes in between, he'll be caught.
Yes.
But in WhatsApp, what happens is suddenly he will send you a message to continuation with this call. You have to press this code. They are not using the word OTPs now. They are using the word code. One has to be very careful.
True.
So what you will think is that it's a code, so I will put it and continue, and that's your account is hacked. Now there's one more angle to that. The two people are on the call, right?
Yes.
Any one of them gives the code, both the accounts are hacked.
Yes.
So cyber crime, I think government is doing a lot of initiative, and we should support government and police to curb that.
Yes, sir.
So what happens is, see, India has got 1.4 billion people.
Yes.
Now, if somebody comes to know that he's a cyber hacker, I think it should circulate it very strongly in social media. So his accounts, people are aware that he's a hacker. And I personally feel hacker have super power to control people. So they are using it in the wrong sense because they want free money. But if we all unite and work together towards this initiative, I think cybercrime will come down. And I have come out with the initiative. Where I am talking to a couple of NGOs and CSR.
Okay.
That innocent old people whose money is gone, let's protect them, giving them something. This is my initiative.
That is amazing, sir. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Fantastic work. That's a great contribution to the society from your side. And dear viewers, if you have been a victim of cybercrime, like sir said, you can contact the cybercrime cell 1930. All the details will be in the description. And regarding you have to get the valuable insights about technology and artificial intelligence, I am sharing you the LinkedIn of sir with your permission in the video description. You can
Please do that. No problem.
I'll always connect with sir. And guys, whoever has been facing hacking or related issues in social accounts, I have given a video. You can just press the button I in top of this video. It will take you to another video where I've explained all the details, what you can do after your account get in Meta or Google getting hacked, and where you should go and complain. All the details will be in the group description. So
very good, sir. Very good. Very good.
Thank you so much. Regarding the geopolitical landscape, so what is the biggest benefits for global companies to invest in India, and what we as a nation should focus on bringing in more foreign investments? Any few short details if you can give us.
Okay, so according to me, when I looked at the global political environment,
yes, sir.
Okay, and if you go back to history, it has always been Europe and US being a superpower. Now, typically that superpower, according to me, is moving to Asian countries.
Yes.
And one of the two emerging countries which will rule now in the coming years is China and India.
Oh.
Okay, now that is one great thing which is going to happen. The second thing is that today the wars which are fought, it will affect India in terms of the oil prices hike. So when prices of oil goes up, overall your inflation will go. So you understand this from economical point. Because they stopped a lot of routes, so the bigger routes have to be taken. The oil barrier prices will go up. So that is a one point of view. Now, why should foreign investors invest in India? Because India GDP is growing at 6.7% year on year. And India, if you look, is still a very wide geographical country. Okay, so once a government uh, is doing a lot of things, building up infrastructure, building up metro, building up ports, improving your supply chain management, improving your logistics. If these things are controlled, I think more and more companies will look putting manufacturing plant in India than China, because China has a large base of semiconductors, conductors, chips, manufacturing. But their only problem is language. Whereas in India, English is very powerful. So in everybody understand English globally. And now so that is one plus point. I see India emerging as a great player in FDI. See what does a investors want? Investors want a return on investment, right? And I think I am bullish on India. And I think next by 2030, our our FDI should be in billions. Today it is in trillions. It should be in billions. No, I'm sorry. It is in billions. It should be in trillions. Yeah. This is what my prediction about geophysical.
Wow, that is such a transformation everybody is expecting. And definitely, China is leading. Only the barrier is language, like you said. And definitely, in the upcoming days, India is going to bypass all those hurdles. And I think it's going to make a really a cutting edge delivery of a lot of valuable things to the world. And sir, one last question is what you have any advice for the young entrepreneurs who want to start their own company? What is one advice would you give them, sir, like to grow
Okay,
in that field?
okay. Before I give my final comment,
Ji.
there were two predictions I made 4 years back.
Wow, please share.
One I said that in AI, China will come out with something very large, and
Okay.
they came out with DeepSeek.
Yes.
This was published many years back. You can check it up. I have
Wow.
said in the podcast also.
Okay.
The second important thing which I see, China is a silent player
Okay.
compared to US. See, US makes a lot of noise.
Yes.
NVIDIA and I've done this, I've done that. China doesn't do that. China suddenly pops up something unique and disturbs the market.
Yes.
And this is happening all over China. Over the years, I've seen China.
Okay.
My major problem with China is the quality
Okay.
and security. Now, today, when I don't know how far deep sea is safe from the AI point of positioning.
True.
So this is one concern. Coming back to your last question, my advice to youngsters, believe in yourself, number one. Okay, everything is possible, number two.
Wow.
Number three is profits won't come overnight. You have to work hard, have a strong business plan of 3 to 5 years, and be passionate what you do. If you are happy, you are passionate, you will be successful. This is my advice.
Sir, my heartfelt huge thanks for your time. In spite of your busy schedule, you accepted my invite. You honored our entire channel with your presence. I am very grateful for that. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day, sir.
Sir, it has been my pleasure. It has been my honor. I'm repeating. And I always want to be a part of your podcast because I've been watching your podcast for a couple of time now.
Thank you.
And it's only because of my busy schedule I was not able to come
Yes,
earlier.
I know, sir.
But I wish you all the very best
Thank you so much.
for success of your channel
Yes.
and success for your company as well.
Thank
So
you so much.
God bless you. And any support,
Yes, sir.
any assistance, any of your viewer want, I'm there to help them. No problem at all.
Thank you
I
so
want
much.
to continue to be learning phase also with youngsters because they come out with a different frame of mind.
Sure, sir. Sure.
And I come with the old management, they are a new management.
Okay.
So learning, collaboration has always been a part of my life.
Ji, ji.
But my good wishes are with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.